Back again with the Mega Man Legacy Collection. This time, it's the little-known sequel to Mega Man 2. So Mega Man 2 is a very early example I can think of me being very hyped for a sequel, because I played the first Mega Man before Mega Man 2 came out, and then at some point there was an issue of Nintendo Power that had like a little preview that said that Mega Man 2 was coming out, and I was like, what? A second Mega Man? And I was very excited for it. And then it came out, and it was really good. And it was interesting because it wasn't like a sequel that we had been getting, because you had Super Mario Bros. 2, which of course was quite different from the first game, it being Doki Doki Panic and all that. You had Zelda 2, which was very different from the first game. You had Castlevania 2, which was very different from the first game. But Mega Man 2 was just like, all right, here's like another Mega Man, but it's going to be, you know, bigger and better, and we're taking the lessons we learned from the first game, and we're going to make like an improved version of the game. And so it was like a different kind of thing than those other high-profile sequels. And, well, I mean, you know Mega Man 2 is good. Everyone knows Mega Man 2 is good. We're going to play it now. In the year of 2000X, a super robot named Mega Man was created. Dr. Light created Mega Man to stop the evil desires of Dr. Wily. However, after his defeat, Dr. Wily created 8 of his own robots to counter Mega Man. We didn't finish the job on Dr. Wily. We showed mercy. Mega Man ponders whether or not he should have done that. And here's Mega Man, sans helmet, hair blowing in the wind, his mega hair. Alright, so this one, unlike the first one, has difficulty levels, normal or difficult. Difficult, I think enemies just kind of have more... Some enemies have more health, and I think maybe we take more damage. Why don't we play it on difficult? We have a password system, so you don't have to play through the whole game in one sitting. How about that? But we also have more Robot Masters, as opposed to 6 in the first game. Now we have 8, and look at these portraits of these beautiful boys. Big, close-up, detailed portraits of these angry men who want to kill Mega Man. We'll start with Airman. Alright, we're up in the sky. Airman's domain is just, well, a bunch of floating platforms and big heads. It mentioned that Dr. Wily created his new Robot Masters. I wonder if he created these environments for them. Did it just take someplace over? I mean, I guess Airman can't fly, though, so does it really make sense for him to be up in the air like this? I mean, he's a big fan. It doesn't mean, like, he can fall. He could fall to his death, is what I'm saying. I'm saying he's not really the master of the skies, is he? Also, I feel like these platforms are much more reliable, than the foot holders in the first game. Oh, didn't again. Alright, let's get serious. Try to jump on this other platform. Yeah, he keeps throwing it. He keeps throwing it. I feel like I didn't have trouble with this previous times I've played the game. And jump! There we go. You think these things in the platform are alive? Like, they're staring at us. They don't seem like they're having a good time. But I mean, what is the nature of robotic life? Is Mega Man himself alive? If he is, then who's to say that those faces in the platform are not also alive, eternally tormented by their strange existence? Also, I feel like being a giant immobile head that has, like, little heads coming out of your head doesn't seem like a good time either. I'm just gonna put that out there. Oh, I got egged! I got egged! Super Fighting Robot Mega Man meeting his doom. Because a bird dropped an egg on his head, and he fell to his death. Where do you think he falls to? Do you think he just, like, crashed through Dr. Light's roof? We're just fighting over Dr. Light's house right now. And now Dr. Wily has his fancy new logo, just to let everyone know. He's learning that that branding is important. Yeah, he might be like an evil scientist who has, you know, goals of world domination, but what if he's cool? And maybe everyone's down with the evil scientist. Get equipped with the air shooter, even though Mega Man lacks a big fan in his chest. But then, red alert, message from Dr. Light, who's been busy in the lab. Item 2 has been completed. So we also get item 2 as a treat. Alright, Airman down. Let's move on to Crashman, because as we all know, wind beats rocket bombs? Airman's weapon being quite vertical, which is good for right here. But wind is no good against hard hats. This doesn't seem like the most efficient path. Some robots I'm not really quite sure what the purpose is of, like that pile of things that you shoot him and he falls apart and then comes back together. I'm sure Dr. Wily had some overarching goal with the designs of each of these, even if it may not be apparent at first. I like how we go up the ladder. Night falls. The stars come out. And also E-tanks make their first appearance. This level doesn't seem like it had a whole lot to do with bombs, if I'm honest. Alright, and get equipped with Crash Bomber. What a lovely shade of tangerine. Alright, so we got bombs. Let's go against Flashman. You can use the Crash Bombs in his level. I don't think it hurts him especially much. But the Mega Buster's fine against Flashman. Also, Flashman's level is very icy for some reason. I don't know what that has to do with stopping time. I'm sure it all ties together. Thought you could send it out here. Can you not? Oh, that's up there. Just kind of oh, no, there it is, there it is. Oh, there we go. And I think we just used the regular Mega Buster for old Flashman. I don't think the bombs or the air do much against him, or anything at all, really. You know, if his Time Stopper just worked permanently, he would be the strongest Robot Master. Just get a little bit more time juice in there. equip with the Time Stopper. Now, Mega Man has the ability to stop time. You'd think that would be quite a enormous scientific discovery. We're just kind of saying, yeah, whatever. Yeah, I can stop time. What of it? Also, we have Item 3. Item 3's been completed. Dr. Light's saying, oh, you think Dr. Wily inventing a time stopper is a big deal? Well, check this out. Check out Item 3. It can crawl up walls. It's about just the same as far as scientific importance. So now we can stop time. Okay, this weakness actually does make sense because, of course, who would not want to be stopped? Obviously, Quickman. Quickman is quick. He does not want to be slow or stopped. Quickman was my favorite of the Mega Man 2 Robot Masters because he looks cool. He has like a boomerang on his head, and he's quick. So, I mean, obviously. And he like has like a cool stance, and his like boomerang has like a little glint on it. He was obviously the coolest one. He also has these in his level, these lasers. Just wanted to see how many E-tanks I have. So now we have 3. I don't know why it's going black when I do that. I mean, there is a part in this level where the lights turn off. Maybe it has something to do with that. Yeah, no, it's turning off right here. Then there's this guy who's just like a fiery pot. Gotta kill him, but I mean, that turns off the light source. Dr. Wily just creating like a fireplace robot. Sniper Joe returns. He gets like a little mech to jump around in. Sort of like the Big Eye from the first game, but this is rideable. Just go around. Flash stopper. And stopped. And we cannot fire any weapons while doing this. Flashman can. So I guess he's a little better at using it than Mega Man is. Then I think we'll just use the regular weapon. You know, just be on the safe side. Alright, we got time stopping last time. But I mean, now we're getting boomerangs. Actually, I like the quick boomerangs. It's just so you know. And it's a lovely shade of pink. Look at this hot pink. Kidding me? Late 80s? All the kids were wearing hot pink. It's still a cool color. Alright, so we got the boomerangs. Let's go to Metal Man. The man who was made of metal. I mean, most of them are made of metal. But Metal Man is especially made of metal. We've got these Castlevania things right here. Ow. So I do, since this is the Mega Man Legacy Collection, I do have the turbo option on. I don't remember how much slowdown the NES version had, but as we saw with Mega Man 1, if you have turbo on in the Legacy Collection, it does eliminate the slowdown. You could turn it off if you want that genuine slowdown, though. Though I do not remember how much of an issue that was on the NES for this game. I feel like when we see things start to flicker, that probably would be a place where we would see some slowdown. Dr. Wily's most diabolical creation. These clowns on gears? Look, Dr. Wily has a lot of robots to create. He just has fun with it. They don't all have to be practical. Get out our boomerangs. Middleman's a funny boss in that, well, I mean, the boomerangs hurt him quite a bit, but he's the weakest against his own weapon. I don't know why they decided to do that. But I mean, his weapon is very good. It is the best weapon in this game. No items in addition to Metal Blade, because all we need is the Metal Blade. And we're gonna use it on Bubble Man stage. And that does mean that the bitrate on this video is about to go into the toilet. Alright, let's get out the Metal Blade. So the Metal Blade is an 8-way weapon. The only weapon like that in the game. It's big. It's bigger than the Mega Buster. You can fire a whole bunches of it at a time. Does not use that much ammo to fire. Oh, I got frogged. First I get egged, and now I get frogged. Baby frog. Actually, I've been killed twice in this game, and they have both been by babies. First baby birds, and now baby frogs. Mega Man's one weakness: the young. He does not understand the youth. Mega Man is growing old and out of touch. He used to be into it. Now, do the kids even know what rock and roll is? Alright, now we're gonna go underwater. Saving the bitrate. I remember the first time I saw this fish up here. Look at this thing. Look at this sprite. Can you believe? Have you ever seen such a sprite before? Look how big it is. This isn't even a boss. It's just like a regular enemy. Like, I mean, to be serious, that was a very impressive thing to see at the time. But we do get bigger later on. Also, those mines do kill us in one hit. So, mind the mines. I like the grin that frog has. Just very smug looking. Yeah, you have to deal with me vomiting up these baby frogs. You're gonna have to deal with it, he says. And then crabs falling from the sky. I mean, I guess they're falling down the waterfall. Presumably there's a river, an enormous river above us. That's where that waterfall's coming from. It all makes logical sense. Alright, don't jump up too high. Those mines are up there. Get equipped with. And, you know, there was some controversy, some discussion about how that's supposed to be pronounced. Pretty sure the director of Mega Man 2 did eventually confirm it's Bubble Lead. And, of course, we have a big wet bubble. Let's use it to put out a fire. But we're not using our new weapon because the metal blade is just too good. Of course, it's a return of our favorite, the blocks. That room is very similar to a block room in the first game. So a little bit of an introduction saying, hey, remember these? We might be seeing more of those. How many lives do I have? 8. What if... okay, 9. I guess that makes up for my death by babies. Maybe we can just do this. So we can use the item 2 to just fly across this, but you know, it can be fun to try to do this. You're supposed to use item 2. Like, I feel like this is supposed to be kind of a wall to make you stop doing the level until you get item 2. That was the wrong one. But I mean, you can do it. but they try to get you right at the end there. They try to get you. Alright, let's break out the bubbles. Heatman, of course, one of the best designs. He's just a lighter. Alright, get equipped with atomic fire! But hold on, Dr. Light has one more message for us. Also, I guess back when I was a kid, this would have been confirmation that his name is not Dr. Wright, as the Mega Man 1 manual said. Because, I mean, it's right in the game. It says it right in the game, it's Dr. Light. Equipped with item 1. Alright, one more man. This one made of wood. I don't know if that's just his name or if his body really is made of wood. You think wood would not be good construction material for a robot, but what do I know? But of course, we are still gonna get out the metal blade. Look at this rabbit. Throws carrots at us. I assume they're not real carrots. They're probably like some sort of weapon that just look like a carrot. You know, Dr. Wily can be whimsical. He has his fun side. We have a big fiery dog, which is also a very cool spray. Watch out for the gorillas. Bird babies are back. Oh. It despawned the egg? I got carroted. Right in the face. And we don't have to fight these guys. We can just... They can just, like, jump over us a little bit. But that one didn't. Get out the atomic fire. So I guess this was the first time Mega Man had a charge weapon. Later on, of course, he will get the Mega Buster that can charge up. I think that was 4. He gets that in? Get equipped with the leaf shield. the leaf shield is the weapon that I use the least. I don't really see too many uses for it in the game, but we got it. And with all of the Robot Masters defeated, Dr. Wily appears once again in his flying saucer. But this time, he has created an entire skull castle. For Mega Man to work his way through. We begin outside the castle. We begin our assault. We make our way further upwards. And, like, since the game knows that you now have to have all 3 items, they do make you use them. So, only one way to get across. Whoops, fell off. So we gotta use items to get across this. Like that one room in Mega Man 1, in one of the Wily stages, where you had to use the magnet beam. Time for our first Wily boss, and by the way, if you are sensitive to flashing lights, you might want to look away from this boss battle. I'm really not kidding. The dragon's defeated. And since these are all, you know, Wily stages, at the beginning of each one, our weapon status is the same as it was at the end of the previous stage, so we do not get free refills. Well, I guess I'm not getting those. I guess maybe I am getting those. Yeah, okay. We'll get those. Well, that guy was not a baby anyway. We did not get babied for a third time. He was kind of a small guy, though. It happened again. Oh, but I jumped out. Jumped out in time. This is kind of the only time I really use the wood shield, leaf shield, in a non-boss context. This little hallway right here. Not much jet sled, not board item 2, not much of that left. Let's, use this. Alright, next boss. It's the wall. That's the wall, brother. Not as spectacular of a boss as the dragon. But they do give you a little bit of flashing there at the end. Wily Stage 3. I'm full up on E-Tanks. Mind the fish. There he is. And I do believe that this big boy also has quite a bit of flashing. As the Guts Dozer trundles its way onto the screen. Look at this big beefy boy. It's a very impressive sprite, and does not last long. want to make sure that I'm full up on crash bombs for this level. This has an odd boss. Aiming the wrong ways. And now we have some floors that are not really floors. Also, we've not been really using the bubble lead, but I mean, this is a use for it, as we can see where it is, where the fake floors are. It's always neat when a weapon has some sort of alternate function aside from just being a weapon. Don't need that E-tank. Oh, that's right. They would do that. Let's just give him one of these. Alright, so this guy's things, items, really. Gotta destroy all of those flashing guys, doohickeys, doodads, with our crash bombs, and nothing else hurts them. But we only have exactly enough crash bombs to finish this, so we can't waste even one. Being very deliberate. missed it. That's fine. We have enough food. If you kill some, but you run out of crash bombs and then you die, then when you get to the boss again, the ones you destroyed are still destroyed. So you do have a second chance if you do it that way. So then, after you die, you would just get more crash bomb fuel on your way back to the boss. Alright, time for the Dr. Wily teleport system, and you know what it is. It's time for the boss rush! All 8 at once. Except this time, they're nicer than in Mega Man 1 because you do get health every time you beat a boss. You did not get that in the first game. Right, now you have the opportunity to use the Metal Blade on Metal Man. And now it is time for Dr. Wily, and once again, big flashies. Big flashes. You kind of get those in this game when the background is just black. Let's just use one of these. And some boomerangs. But we fell through the floor, and it turns out that wasn't the last level. There's a secret last level. We fall down, and down, and down. With no music. Ominous silence. Just Mega Man and some drippies. Watch out, the drippies do hurt. Oh no, Dr. Wily was an alien the whole time! So, he does huge damage if I touch him. And there's only one weapon that actually does any damage to him, so strong is this alien monstrosity. Only the bubble lead can do anything. It only does one health blip at a time. Everything else is nothing. So part of the boss fight is figuring out what weapon to actually use here. It turns out it is a weapon that's pretty inconvenient to hit him with, because you have to wait for him to get real low. I don't suppose I have to tell you that when he dies, there is going to be flashes. You probably could have figured that out, though. But look at that, it wasn't an alien after all. Dr. Wily was controlling a robot in this holographic... like a holodeck is, I think, where we are? He built a holodeck and pretended he was an alien. Oh, you. That was his last defense. Now he begs for mercy, as Mega Man has to consider whether to crush his skull. But Mega Man never learns. He fights for everlasting peace, only to let that everlasting peace slip through his fingers each time. Mega Man considers, though, that he should not cross the line. A robot should not kill a human, even if it's Dr. Wily. And so, even though Mega Man knows he is dooming the world to death and destruction, maybe he justifies it to himself, knowing that he himself is not crossing that line. He walks through the seasons, this Mega Man. It's truly a man for all seasons. As he returns home, pondering his role in this world. Does he have a role without Dr. Wily, without being the protector of humanity? And can he be the protector of humanity if he kills humans? He wonders these things. And he leaves his helmet behind. For now. And it gives us the names and numbers of our new robot masters. And doesn't start at 1 because, of course, Mega Man is 1, Roll is 2. And then the 6 robot masters came after them. 6 robot masters from the first game. And roll the credits. Thanks to MO3CM Man and AK. Thanks, Yuki-chan's Papa. The best Papa. HMD, doing all the programming. AK doing all the planning. Let's give a special thanks to some actual real names. I guess they didn't have to come up with pseudonyms for the people in the special thanks. It's a lot of people being special thanked. And Fishman. We don't forget about Fishman. Thank us? We're being special thanked. And that is Mega Man 2, the sequel to Mega Man. Now, there of course is some, supplemental materials for Mega Man that we can look at. I mentioned at the beginning that I was extremely hyped for this game coming out because of a preview from Nintendo Power. And I had a subscription to Nintendo Power. It was a magazine that I had a lot of fun with as a kid. It's just like the way it was designed and formatted was very appealing to the child's imagination. So, let's see. Let's see if we can get something up here. Yes, there we go. Let's have a look at that Nintendo Power preview from, I think this is issue 6. Starting off the preview section is Capcom's hot new Mega Man 2. It features super sound, spectacular graphics, and great gameplay. You'll love it. It is true. I did love it. Mega Man 2 was 5 new titles being previewed, including Faxanadu, Fester's Quest, Clash of Demon Head, and a little-known game called Dragon Warrior. What terrible schemes has Dr. Wily devised in his secret underground? It's not underground. You can see it right there. It's on top of a hill. It's not underground. Deep within the contorted catacombs of Skull Castle, a sinister plot is being hatched, a plot whose evil can only be devised by one man! The insidious Dr. Wily. I wouldn't say he really had a plan in this. He just built a bunch of robots to kill Mega Man. That's just kind of what the plan was. And here he is, standing on his crate of carrot bombs. There's Airman. He's saying, haha, as he looks at that stage select screen. Apparently, Dr. Wily owns an NES himself. Also, some VHS tapes in the back. Corridors of Flashman's icy den will cause intruders to lose control. Danger! Here's like a big metal Dr. W. One touch of these force beams spells doom for intruders in Quickman's lair. Hair-raising thrills! It's very thrilling. These awesome air tikis are agents of Airman. And by agents, they mean they just kind of hover there, not doing anything. That counts. From the twisted genius of Dr. Wily springs an army of automated abominations. And they're waiting for you. For me? Automated abominations? In my area? Wow. Excitement! Diabolical denizens of the deep inhabit the Bubble Man stage. Dr. Wily says, no one can laugh at me now. I don't know if that's deep lore, that Dr. Wily did this because people laughed at him, and he wants to be taken seriously? Maybe. Enemies galore, a menagerie of malicious mechanoids, including the horrific hot dogs, prowl the exotic depths of Woodman's Silicon Jungle. Close calls, because the path to Metal Man is littered with menacing metal munchers and quick conveyors. But then over here, Mega Man gives him a call. What? No, not you. Hiya, Doc. I heard about what you're up to, and I've decided to pay you and your goons a little visit. See you soon. Go ahead. Your defeat will be the frosting on the cake of victory. My victory. Dr. Wily's very upset. But I like how you have a couple, like there's like a chicken and a rabbit robot looking on very concerned. And I also like that on the wall is a picture of the Mega Man 1 Robot Masters. Look, Dr. Wily remembers them. They're gone, but not forgotten. Will Dr. Wily succeed with his plans for world conquest? Will Mega Man be able to face the devastating power of the Wily Force? What perils await Mega Man on his road to the showdown with Dr. Wily? And what of Mega Man's creator, Dr. Light? Well, I mean, he doesn't... There's really no mystery there. Stay tuned for ... It doesn't continue. It just goes on to Faxanadu in the next page. But, I mean, I have to say, when I was a small child, this preview really captured my imagination. And I was saying, what? A Mega Man 2? Look at these bosses! Looking at trying to guess what they do. What do each of these bosses do? I mean, with Heat Man, it's easy to guess that he does fire. But I mean, I was trying to guess what are these other guys? What are their things? I was looking at Crash Man, and I was thinking, does he turn into, I don't know, a motorcycle or something? I guess I thought that because of his helmet. This kind of reminded me of like a motorcycle somehow. That's not what he does. Not anything at all what he does. But yeah, then Mega Man 2 came out shortly after this, and my hype was through the roof for Mega Man 2. And, it lived up to it. It did live up to it. But that is not the only thing that we could look at here, because last time we looked at the manual. We can look at the manual for Mega Man 2. I feel like this one doesn't have the lies that the first one had. So this one is still endorsed by Captain Commando. He endorsed the first one, and also the second. Mega Man 2. Insert the cartridge. Turn on your Nintendo machine, and the story of Mega Man will begin. If you would like to skip the story, press start. The Mega Man 2 title screen should be on the screen. They're not sure about that. It should be. And you can select to choose normal or difficult. Or enter a password. The stage select screen will appear. This screen is pictures of all 8 robots, plus a spot in the middle for Dr. Wily. They're misspelling Dr. Wily. Use the control pad to move the fleshing box to the opponent of your choice and press start. The experienced player will probably want to choose Metal Man first. The beginning player may want to try Airman or Flashman first. Later on in this manual, you'll find a section called How to Beat Airman. This is intended to help the beginner get a feel of the game. The fleshing box. You gotta remember that for future use. Controlling Mega Man. The controls for Mega Man are quite simple, but true mastery takes both practice and skill. Pushing right and left on the controller moves Mega Man right and left. This works even when he is jumping or falling. Remember this, it is a very important feature. Up and down are used for climbing up and down ladders. Anytime the pad is pushed up and Mega Man is over a ladder, he will immediately start climbing. The A button is for jumping. The longer you hold the button down, the higher Mega Man jumps. If he's standing still on a ladder, when you try to jump, he will fall. Pushing up when Mega Man is falling on a ladder will make him stop falling. The B button is used for shooting. Unlike some superheroes, Mega Man can shoot while he is jumping or falling. What? Is that a reference to something? The Mega Man 2 manual throwing shade on something? What is this referring to? Unlike some superheroes, he can shoot while he's jumping. I don't know what this is referring to. Nothing's coming to mind. The start button is used for changing weapons, using energy crystals, and finding out how many lives you have left. Not energy tanks, you understand. It is also a convenient way to pause the game. Choose next, look at the second screen. Use the up and down arrows to select the weapons you want. Push start to return to the game. More information on this function, see the weapon section of the manual. Be careful, if you push start on the ladder, Mega Man will fall off the ladder when you return to the game. One final note, when Mega Man is damaged, he is invulnerable for a second or two. Take advantage of this time to get past tough opponents. Energy. In the upper left-hand corner of the game screen is an energy meter. This shows how many more points of damage Mega Man is capable of absorbing. When the meter reaches 0 points, 1 Mega Man life will be lost. There are a number of objects that Mega Man can find that will increase his energy. There's an energy pellet and an energy ball. These add a little energy and a lot of energy, respectively. There is also an energy crystal. This is a full... Why would you see it as a crystal? It doesn't look anything at all like a crystal. This is a full load of energy that Mega Man can carry around with his weapons and use whenever he is running low on juice. This is accessed by pressing the start button and selecting the energy crystal. Push the start button to fill your energy back up to maximum. Select a weapon. Yes, okay. So we're talking about Mega Man's full load. When you select a weapon besides the standard Mega Man weapon, a second meter will appear to the left of the first to tell us how much charge remains of the current weapon. So it is talking more about that you can actually choose other weapons. The Mega Man 1 manual was a bit lax in describing that. When it reaches 0, weapon no longer fires. Weapons may be re-energized with weapon energy pellets and balls. The final robot of each level has an energy meter on the right side of the screen. Tell you how many of your shots it can absorb. When this meter reaches the 0, you have defeated the enemy. Some enemies are invulnerable to certain weapons, but usually one certain weapon will damage each opponent a great deal. 1-up adds 1 player. Player's life energy increases. I do like the little drawing of the 1-up. I think they had that same drawing for the Mega Man 1 manual. Special items. In addition to the weapons, there are 3 special transportation items. These are item. When Heatman is defeated, it's a levitation platform. Item. When Airman is defeated, this is a jet sled. Use it to fly over different areas. Difficult areas. Item acquired when Flashman is defeated. This is an elevator and may be only used against a wall. Then talk about passwords. And now we get into the how to beat Airman section. Airman lives in his domain in the clouds. Fortunately, Dr. Light has found information about his domain. Here's a step-by-step guide beginning just after you select the Airman level. Alright, let's see. Walk right to the edge of the platform. When you reach the edge, the first air tiki will appear. It will immediately start raising its horns. Jump onto its... It's funny about how, micromanaging this walkthrough is. Like how it's describing how to get around the big head. Do not remain on its head if you can help it. As soon as you land on the platform on another side, turn around and shoot the lump that pops up. If you do not hit him immediately, jump up and shoot at him until you hit him. Then turn and wait for the horns to go down on the next air tiki and repeat the process. Do this for all 5. A lightning lord will fly on the screen to your right. Jump up and shoot him until he explodes. Then jump onto his thunder chariot. Turn to your right and shoot the next lightning lord as he climbs onto the screen and jumps his chariot. Ride the cloud and drift up into the range. Carefully jump up and shoot at the next lord as quickly as possible. Jump to his chariot as fast as you can. Turn to the left and shoot the next lord as you come up alongside. Simply step off the left side of your chariot. You will land on his. Man, did anyone really need, like, this kind of step-by-step for this? I don't know. Face right to shoot the final lord when he comes up alongside, and jump to his chariot. When this chariot gets close to the next edge, you can easily jump on it. Run along the platform until you see a flying fish drop an egg. When the egg hits the ground, it will explode, and the feathers will hurt you. Feathers? To avoid this, you should stop and shoot at the egg as it's falling. The flying fish are evenly spaced and some are not visible because they are behind clouds. You will have to learn how far apart they are so you know when to stop running and to start shooting. That's something we all have to learn at some point. When do you stop running and start shooting? When you reach the right edge of the platform, walk to the cloud on the side and you will fall down to the lower level. Walk to the right to the edge of the platform. Another air tiki will appear. When its horns start to go down, jump onto it. Walk to the right edge and back to the center. Walk to the right edge. We'll summon the next air tiki. You must wait, however, for the horns on both demons to go down before jumping onto the second one. Wait to the center. Wait at the center of the second one for the horns to go down again. Jump to the edge. If you get hit, you are invulnerable. So move quickly. Jump from platform to platform, and you get close to the first fan fiend. The fan fiends try to blow you away from them. Jump up to the right and shoot away while he blows you. After you defeat him, move on to the next one. Be careful, there are more flying fish out there. If you are jumping between platforms and get hit, you may fall into the abyss. Once past all 3 fan fiends, you will reach a gate. Walk through the gate and you will enter a room with another gate on the far end. Beyond this gate dwells Airman. Airman throws small tornadoes, which deflect your shots and damage you. Jump left onto the 2 upper platforms, then walk... Oh, those are out of order, I see. Never mind then. Okay, no, actually, there is more about Airman under Step 4. Run up close to the nearest tornado and try to jump over it. When there is nothing between you and Airman, he is very vulnerable to your shots. Shoot as quickly as you can before he has a chance to throw more tornadoes. He will usually throw 2, 3, or 4 sets of tornadoes before a proficient player defeats him. Good luck! Weapons. I mean, those are just the dudes. Those are just the dudes. Okay, weapons. Mega Man defeats each enemy, acquires their powers. Heat Man, Atomic Fire, throws 3 different sizes of fireballs. The longer you hold it, bigger the fireball. Airman, Air Shooter, throws small tornadoes. Leaf Shield creates a shield around you until you move. Leaves are then thrown in the direction the control pad is pushed. Bubble Lead is a bubble that rolls on the ground in front of you and damages what it hits. Quick Boomerang can throw up to 3 boomerangs. Hold the fire button for continuous fire. Time Stopper freezes all enemies for a little while. Be careful! When this is used, it will continue until it is completely drained of energy. It cannot be turned off early. Metal Blade is a gear. Metal Blade. Up to 3 may be thrown in any direction the control pad is pushed. This is probably the best general-purpose weapon, and energy lasts a long time. The Crash Bomber can be thrown at walls. It will detonate after a short delay, may be used to get through certain walls. These weapons work with varying degrees of effectiveness on direct opponents. It's best to experiment, especially when fighting the final robot of each level. Enemy characters. Well, let's get these on screen. There we go. It says Bubble Bat. Oh, and while we look at that, we can also look up the enemies in here. Let's see. My controller turned off. Okay, here we go. Let's see. Bubble Bat. And there's Bubble Lead, Bubble Man. What do they call? Oh, Batten. The true name of the Bubble Bat is Batten. Alright, then we have Atomic Chicken. That's just called Alien. I was wondering if there was a special name for it. Just Alien. Where's the chicken? It's also weird, like, this list has lag on it as I try to go through it. The games themselves do not. This does. Oh, there it is. Cuckoo. That's the name of the Atomic Chicken. Then we have Hot Dog. I think we saw that. Yeah, he's the friender. Then there's Snapper, which is like it's a crab. Oh, by the way, the European box art. That's the Japanese packaging illustration. That's the European. What a man that is! Look at that Mega Man right there. It looks like it's the cover to like a paperback sci-fi novel from the 70s that I came across in the library. Oh, look how happy they all are. Both the bosses from Mega Man 1 and 2. Well, Cutman's not happy. Everyone else seems pretty happy. Squirm is what that is. I'm looking for the crab. Possibly we passed the crab. Yeah, I guess we did pass the crab. It must be up. If I could just... I don't know. I don't know why there's lag on this menu. I feel like there wasn't when I was going through the Mega Man 1 list. But there absolutely is on this one. Yep, packaging illustrate. Okay, here we go. Like, I am rapidly pressing the D-pad up on the D-pad. Are like the, I don't know, are the images just like have an enormous resolution or something? Maybe it's loading up. Oh, there it is. Claw. It's just Claw. Just little old Claw. Instead of a Snapper. Then the next one is Lantern Fish. Which one was him? No, Big Fish is different. Big Fish is different. Anko. There he is. Next is Air Tiki. We did see him. His name is not Air Tiki. I don't know where some of these names come from. There it is. He's Goblin. Why would they change that? It's just Goblin. Then there's Gremlin? Oh, it's the thing that comes out of his ear. What does come out of his ear? Not sure how you would describe the thing that comes out. Oh, Petite Goblin. There we go. Makes sense. The next one is Crabot. That thing on wheels, you can destroy its shell. Tanishi! There he is. Then we have Robo Rabbit. Which I think we're just about at the bottom of the list, so let's go up. Yeah, there it is. Robbit. Why change that name? Then we have Hothead. Yeah, that's like the fire pot that throws fire at you. I think I remember what his name is in this. There he is. It's old Changki Maker. Then we have Lightning Lord. Actually, was he near the top of the list? No, I guess not. Oh, there he is, yeah. Kaminari Goro. I like how the art shows that the cloud is just for show. He actually has a propeller under that. No, he's not actually some sort of wind god. Then the Mecha Monkey. Mon King. Again, why would you change the name? Fan Fiend. That guy's name, just named Shotman. It makes sense. Oh, yeah, it must be up. I wonder why they have the Japanese promotional art, they have the European promotional art. They don't have the US art, which was different. It did not use either of those. There he, okay. Use air, no, that's... Did I just pass by him? Well, I had to have passed by him, right? I mean, I know he's on the list. There we go. Matasaburo. Then there's Croaker, which is the frog which births baby frogs out of his mouth, just vomiting up frogs. There he is, Karog. Prop Top. I think his name was Flyboy. Yeah, there he is. Crazy Cannon. I can't tell what that is. I don't know what that image is. It doesn't really look like anything to me. But, I mean, of course, there is Dragon. And the Guts Dozer. Here, it's called Guts Tank. Mecha Dragon. Alright, so I think that's all the enemies that they have here. Yeah, and then we get into compliance with FCC regulations and a 90-day limited warranty. You can get information about what the purpose of these robots are. This worked with Karog at the Robot Carnival. So yeah, some of them had jobs before Dr. Wily came around. Goblin was the leader of the robot circus. Shotman was a firefighting robot, but it was modified to fire shots. So Changkey Maker used to work at festivals. Neo Metal is an improved version of the Metal. It's pretty cute. Maybe that's why it's popular with girls. Attack it when its face is exposed. Well, who doesn't love Metal? Some people tried to keep Batten as a pet. Oh, that was Crazy Cannon. Maybe. Actually, I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Big Fish. Remember where it jumps up from. This was modified from a toy. The robot that protects the forest. It originally shot fire extinguisher fluid from its tail, but it was modified to shoot fire! Oh no! How could Dr. Wily do this? Blocky. Yeah, this was also part of the robot circus. Purobot is the straight man, and Blocky is the funny man of this comedy duo. Prototype version of Airman. Most of the dragon is a hydrogen balloon. This was originally a security system in Dr. Light's house, but Dr. Wily repurposed it for evil. This was the wall boss in Wily 2. The Guts tank gets terrible gas mileage. I mean, that's not surprising. Look at it. Boo Beam Trap was the boss that you have to use crash bombs on it. Figuring out the order in which to destroy them is key. Wily Machine 2. Alien. It's just a holographic projection. It can only be damaged by the weapon that plays on its weakness. What does that mean? How do you think the bubble plays on its weakness? I don't know. I don't know about that. Bubble Man is pretty cute when he's swimming around. It says Metal Man had a design that was based on Cut Man. But the metal blades are a much better weapon. Well, that would be a playthrough of Mega Man 2. As I said, Mega Man 1 was a game I liked a whole lot as a kid. Then Mega Man 2 came out, was really hyped for it, and it certainly delivered on the promise of a sequel that was just like, you know, like bigger, better version of Mega Man. It delivered on that, and I liked it a lot. Everyone liked it a lot. A lot of people still consider this to be the best Mega Man. I think, probably. So, that's our playthrough of Mega Man 2. Hope you enjoyed the continuing adventures of Rock as he has to consider whether or not he should kill a man. It's the subtext of the series, you understand. Also, Roll was not actually seen in this. She only appeared for a little bit in the ending of Mega Man 1. But she does not appear at all in Mega Man 2. I guess it's a little bit before we actually see her again in anything. But, that's 2 sets of Robot Masters down. Gone, but not forgotten. As Mega Man continues his robot-destroying ways. Saving the world in the year 2000X.